Okay, so hello everybody. Today's video is about Drupal. So firstly, we will talk about Drupal. Drupal is an open source CMS, a content management system, which helps editors to create and publish content directly over the website. So it makes the life of editor easier in a way that they can create new content on the go whenever they are launching any new product or deprecating any product. They can easily do it through the Drupal mechanism or Drupal CMS at the backend. Also, it is easier for the developer standpoint of view to maintain and handle Drupal code base. So let's like, if you know, like in the traditional method, there were various HTML, CSS styling files that need to be maintained at the backend, and it was really difficult for the editors and developers to find out that particular file and then edit the content. So that's where Drupal came into picture, and as a content management system which helps out the editors and the developers to easily maintain their code base at the backend, and also helps editors to make or create new pages in the front end on the go. So Drupal has various capabilities. You can say there are various modules, themes, profiles available in Drupal. So Drupal is actually maintained and developed by its own community, which is Drupal.org community. The people themselves creates handles the issues, develops new features, and really readily help each other to maintain Drupal. To talk more about it, you can head over to this site new.drupal.org/home and can go through the various stuff that is going day by day and what new softwares are launched by Drupal. So in today's video, we will be understanding how to install Drupal using DDEV. DDEV is the recommended and fastest way to install Drupal. So there are some prerequisites to install Drupal using DDEV. So the following softwares you need to get installed on your laptops. The first one is the DDEV itself. Second thing is Composer, and the third thing is Akia Dev Desktop. The related links to all of these three softwares I will give you in the description of this channel. You can head over to them and just directly install them on your machine. They are really quick and easy to install. Now, to start with, now let's create a new site in a local environment. So I have to create a site for a restaurant which uh, publishes recipes on a monthly or weekly basis, and they do need to make changes on that. There is a dedicated newsletter for them, so I will be creating a website for them. So let's start. So I will firstly create a basic folder structure at the back end of Drupal, which is done by Drupal Composer. So start with Composer, create project Drupal slash recommended project. Now you will give some name of the site or the code base which will be maintained and backend. So I will give it the name as chefs table. Okay, hit enter, and it will just create a directory at the backend where all of your dependencies will be installed. Yeah, it's done. Now you will change directory to chefs table. Now you have to configure your DDEV config. Its project type is equal to Drupal, and the second thing is doc root, which is web. So to understand this, project type is Drupal. So DDEV is used to handle various type of project levels such as Laravel and other types of environments. So here we are talking about Drupal. So we have to give it as project type as Drupal. And doc root is the location where the main code base resides, where all of your main files such as index.php, modules, themes, etc. are maintained. So that is the web directory in my case. So I will hit enter. Yeah, it will configure your DDEV environment. Now, what you will do is you will do a DDEV start, and it will just create containers within your dev desktop. So this is my Docker dev desktop, and you can see it has started creating some containers here, um, and it will create the containers. You can see. So let's wait while it is creating the containers. So you can see it is creating containers for DB web. So Docker is a good way to have your containerized application, and DDEV handles it very easily. Yeah, let's wait. So now it has started the containers. You can see, you can head over to your dev desktop and see all of your containers are created, one for web and one for DB. So yeah, now what we will do is we will just do a composer install. So now since you are in the DDEV environment, you have to prefix every command with DDEV to run every command. Like for drush also you have to run it as DDEV drush CR. So that way it works. So I will just hit enter, and it will install all of my dependencies that are required by Drupal base or core modules and features to be installed. Okay, so let's head over. So there is a new command which is DDEV describe. Data describe gives you the information of all the like URL which will be used for the local development and all the other ports on which your application is exported to. So yeah, you can see this table like structure which is giving you all the port numbers for your internal Docker containers which are exposed to a relative port number on the Chrome. So DDEV launch, what does is it launches your application on your local web engine, web browser, Chrome or Edge, whatever it is. So you will just have to enter DDEV launch, or elsewise, if you don't want to use this, you can directly use this link to go over to your local development environment. So yeah, you will just hit enter. So once that is done, once you have launched your website for local development, you will be landed to this screen on your very first instance. So this is a Drupal installation screen. So here you will be installing the Drupal or some basic configs here. So you can see the version Drupal 11.2.8 which is installed. Now you will have to choose a language, whichever language you want your site to be in as a primary language. So I will choose it as English and save and continue. Next is the installation profile. So this profile resembles if you need some minimalistic modules or themes to be already be installed with your installation. So it will do that. So there are three types available here. Standard is the standard one with in some commonly used features pre-installed such as core modules and themes. Second is minimal, which has nothing installed and is the minimalistic functionality if you want to do everything by your own. Uh, then the third one is a demo site which has a umami food magazine, you can say. So it is a pre-installed site for you to start with. So I will choose standard and save and continue. So it's installing Drupal now. It will install all of your core modules and themes available in Drupal. Figuring your basic information for your site. So it will contain some of the site information such as the site name. So I will put it as chef's table. Second thing is the site email address. This email address will be used for your contact us form or your newsletter forms where the audience needs to connect with you. There, this email address will be used. So I will give some demo email address here. Now, this is the site maintenance account. This is the very first account for your website, and it has all the access permissions and privileges of the site. So, this account should be created with much more security and a tough password or a strong password so that nobody can break it, because it will be handling all of your site and users of this site. So, I will give it as my admin and give it some secure account here. Once this is done, you can just have your regional settings here, default time zone. So since we are in India, I will just choose Kolkata here. And now the last thing is update notifications. This part is used to receive email notifications of any security updates available in Drupal. So all of those things will be notified to you, and you can upgrade your site accordingly. So we will hit save and continue. Yeah, so you can see your fresh site is available for use for your local development. And yeah, this is some basic content and footer and header section available here. Yeah, so happy learning. Wait for the future videos for more such content and videos.